guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a very impromptu video. As you can tell, I don't have any makeup. I'm basically going to be talking about hair today. And I'm sorry if I look a little haggard and I sound a little weird. I do have a cold. You guys know I have a 1-year-old and she is like a cesspool of disease. So every cold she gets, I get. So that's where we're at right now. So excuse me for that, bear with me, but I got some information to share with you in this video. So I was getting this wig ready to be worn, obviously, and I was thinking to myself, have I done a video all about my blonde hair? And I don't think I have. I mean, I posted a video on how to make a 5x5 closure wig that happened to be blonde. I'll leave that down below in the description box. But I don't think I have gone in depth on how I do my blonde wigs, and I thought maybe it's something that the average person wants to know about. And also where I get my blonde hair from, because you guys might want to know that too. So I'm typical consumer. I don't get PR, I don't get free hair. Everything you guys see on my channel I purchase myself. I have a full-time job. So, you know, my little my little pennies are important to me, okay? So everything I'm sharing with you in this video is inexpensive, and I'm not talking about, like, you know, subjectively inexpensive. I'm saying no, it's cheap. Everyone's gonna think it's inexpensive. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be out of anybody's price point. So I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. I'm just trying to give you the information, and you guys can make your own decisions on how you want to spend your coin. But personally, me, I'm cheap, but I want good quality, but I'm cheap. So, all right, so let's just get into it. So we're gonna be talking about blonde hair, and I'm gonna start with this wig. So this I just finished. I think you guys have seen me in a blonde wig maybe a couple videos ago. It was an ash, kind of like a grayish color, and I think even before that I actually had like a gray wig during the winter. Now that I have a little bit of a tan, the ash color is not working anymore. It's kind of making me look casket ready, so I had to get something a little bit warmer. I have neutral undertones, so I can wear anything, but when I get tanned, warmer things look better on me, if that makes any sense. So I decided to create this wig. And this closure is from Barry's Hair on AliExpress. You guys know all of my hair is from AliExpress. I personally like to dibble and dabble with different companies, and then when I find one that I really love, I stick with them. So I have been talking about Ross Pretty Hair in the past, but Ross Pretty Hair doesn't sell large 613 closures, because you guys know I'm over the frontals right now, especially during summer. Like, I'm a sweater, and my lace will lift like that if I'm wearing a frontal during the summer. So that don't work for me. So I needed closures, but I don't want to be rocking a 4x4, because you need to have skill to lay a 4x4 wig. Like, I don't have that kind of skill. I need the maximum amount of parting space possible to make my shit look good. So Barry's Fashion Hair, I heard about them from Malibu Dollface. I'm pretty sure I've told you that. And I decided to purchase some closures from them. And I did get one dud. I think I mentioned that. That was my ash wig that you guys have seen me in the past. That one was shedding like crazy. The closure was shedding like crazy. But I have bought a total of 6 closures from them, all blonde hair. And that's the only one that sheds like that. So I did tell the company. I left a negative review on that closure, and they did ask me if I wanted to return it. I said no, obviously, because I already made the wig. So they did give me a coupon for my next purchase. So like I said, that's the only dud I have received from them. Take that as you will if you want to check them out. I'll leave the link down below in the description box. No, I'm not getting paid to tell you that. I personally just love their 613 closures. Anyway, so this is a 6x6 613 closure. Now this motherfucker is big, okay? Like, I have a large head, but this is where it ends, right here and right here. So it gives that really nice frontal look. You know, 4x4s are like right here. They're hella clockable, okay? But something like this, especially, I haven't styled this wig or anything, or cut it. So something like this, you can cut layers to make it lay like that, and it will literally look like a frontal. I mean, it won't look like a frontal because it's gonna look like your hair, but if you know hair, if you know wigs, then it's gonna give you that frontal look without, you know, being a frontal. And if you're like me and don't want to spend the time laying a frontal down, because like I said, I got a toddler, I don't got that kind of time anymore, or the patience, you want something that's quick, something you can throw on, maybe spray a little Got to Be Glued Freeze sprayed, and you're out the door. So yeah, that's why I love closures. And like I said, the bigger the closure, the better they look on me, because I don't have that kind of skill to make something like a 4x4 look good. So yeah, I love large closures, and I love Barry's Hair because they're the only vendor that I have found on AliExpress that sells quality 613 6x6 closures, and that's as big as they get as far as blonde closures. Now if you want a frontal, they do sell 13x6 613 frontals too, but like I said, I'm over the frontal game. Now these bundles are some leftovers that I had from a Supernova wig that I made and an Ali Grace wig that I made. Now for the bundles, these are not my favorite bundles. I will tell you my favorite company to get blonde bundles from, but this ain't it, sis. I mean, I like Supernova hair for their virgin hair. I like Ali Grace hair for the virgin hair, but their 613 hair does have a coarseness to it, and it does tangle. So I mean, it doesn't matte or anything, but it's not as good as the company that I'm going to tell you about later. But I mean, it's cheap. I mean, you know, the price point is right, especially if you can catch it on sale. But as far as longevity, there's better quality. But if you're not looking to be sewing the hair in, like I said, this is a wig, then you can, you know, you can go cheaper on your hair. But if you're looking to sew in some 613 hair, this ain't it, sis. Like, you're gonna have to do some maintenance. But yeah, these closures are the bomb. All right, so let me tell you how I got this color. Okay, so I used to be the person that sat for hours dyeing their hair, like, you know, painting the color on. I also used to invest in those Wella toners that are not cheap. So yeah, I was definitely looking for an alternative, and I was going across YouTube, and I was already familiar with the watercolor method. Y'all know I have done a few videos on the watercolor method on my channel, and I thought to myself, I wonder if permanent hair color would work with the watercolor method. So I typed that into YouTube, and voila, there was a video of a girl using the watercolor method, and she used it with permanent hair color, and it looked good. So in her video, she was inspired by Sophiology. Now if you don't know who Sophiology is, she does a lot of hair reviews, she dyes a lot of hair, she always looks like her hair is always laid, like it looks great. So this girl was talking about how she wanted to get the same look that Sophiology did with less work. So she did the watercolor method using permanent hair color, and it turned out great. So I was like, let me try that. So I did, and I've been doing it ever since. Now this, I have not tried this on dark hair. Like if you bleach dark hair, sometimes you can get that brassiness. So I don't know if this is going to work to tone that, but if you have if you have 613 hair already, this works perfect. So to get this color, all I did was tone the hair first, and to tone it, I did not use a toner, I used purple shampoo, and this is the company that I go with, their purple shampoo. This is from Joico. You can find this on Amazon, you can find it at Ulta. All the products I use, I get off Amazon because you can find them cheaper there. So what I did was I put some of the shampoo into a bowl with some really hot water, used a plastic whisk to whisk it up, and I put the hair in there, basically. I mean, it's basically using the watercolor method with shampoo. And, you know, I swirled the hair in there. You don't want to put too much shampoo in the water because this shit is hella pigmented. Like, it's purple, so it will stain your hair if it's too concentrated. So you only need a little bit. Just to tint the water purple, and you put the hair in. You can leave it however long you want. It really depends on how toned you want it to be. I just wanted to get some of the yellow out. It didn't have to be completely white, but I did want a majority of the yellow out. So I just left it in there for maybe an hour, and then I went back in and rinsed it all out. I didn't condition it because I wanted the hair shaft to still be open because I'm going to be depositing color in it. So then I went in with this. This is from the Revlon brand, and this is the only hair color that I've been using. Well, not this color itself, but this is the only company that I use to dye my blonde hair because it works great. So what I did was just use 1 box of this, maybe a gallon of water. Yeah, probably just a gallon of water. Mix this in with, you know, my little plastic whisk. You know, it comes with the developer and the color. You mix that together, shake it, and then you just put it in the water, whisk it together. It is going to foam up a bit, but I mean, that doesn't matter. You just take your wig, and once again, you just put it in there, and you leave it. And I leave mine for, shoot, it really depends on how busy I am. I've left mine for like a day, and it doesn't fry the hair because it's not like, it's not the hair dye by itself. It's been diluted by the water, but it's still concentrated enough to where it's going to dye your hair. So for this wig, I think I only left it in for maybe 4 hours, and then I take it out. You know, you don't have to shampoo it because this has like a built-in like cleansing system too. You know, when you don't use shampoo after you dye your hair. So I just rinsed it out, and I did a conditioning treatment. Now the conditioner I use for blonde hair and blonde hair only is a silicone mix. It's from the Avanti brand. I know I'm talking a lot in this video, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to give you guys information. So thank you if you are still watching. So I use silicone mix, and once again, I got this off Amazon, and it comes in a trio. It comes with the shampoo, it comes with this deep conditioner, obviously, and then it also comes with the leave-in that I have somewhere. I haven't used the leave-in yet, but silicone mix comes in a whole bunch of different flavors, I'll say. It comes in the original, I've used the bamboo one, and now I'm using the argan oil one, and I'm using the Moroccan argan oil version because I follow LaRasia Andrea here on YouTube. Once again, her link will be down below in the description box. She's bomb. She does hair like nobody's been, like, she's really good at laying a wig, okay? And she also has her own hair company. But she was talking about how this can revive hair. And you know, blonde hair is already damaged because it has been bleached. If you're thinking you're getting virgin blonde hair, you might be a little naive because you're not. So you can use this, use the shampoo, use the conditioner, and leave the conditioner in the hair. You can use heat, no heat. In her video, she boiled her hair. I cannot do that because I do use hot glue inside my cap to keep the closure on longer, because I do wear my wigs a lot, so it makes them more durable. So if I tried to boil the hair, it would melt the glue and cause chaos. I know this because I did it and I lost the closure, so I had to reorder one out. It's part of the other wig I'll show you in a minute. So all I do is just put after the hair is freshly washed, when it's still warm from the water, I just put this, I just put the silicone mix on, and I put it in a Ziploc bag, and I just leave it. You can leave it however long you want. The longer you leave it, the better. Or you can put it in a bonnet dryer and, you know, in the bag, and just put the heat on low. But yeah, if you have a glued wig, you cannot apply a whole bunch of heat to it because your glue will melt and possibly ruin your wig. So just putting that out there. But this stuff works great. This stuff works great. I love it. It works on all types of hair. But like I said, I like to use it specifically on my blonde hair because blonde hair tends to be a lot drier than the virgin hair. Or if you've bleached hair, you can use that because, once again, you are compromising the integrity when you bleach your hair. So yeah, I love it, and I love this color, and yeah, I haven't done anything. Like, I just dried this hair, and plopped it on. I have an elastic band. I haven't even cut the lace, as you can see. I haven't even cut the lace. But yeah, I'm obsessed with blonde hair for the summer. And I wanted to show you guys a few more wigs that I have, so let's just move on. So this next wig is one that I haven't worn yet, like at all. This is a 5x5 closure from Barry's Hair, and this is super bright. Do you see how bright this is? Now for this color, I did the same method. I used the shampoo as my toner, but instead of using the ultralight natural blonde, I used the ultralight ash blonde, and that pretty much made this bad boy hella white. And it's not very ashy. Honestly, it's more of a neutral blonde. So the reason I haven't worn this yet is because I'm going to go get it cut. I want, since this is a shorter wig, I want it to be even shorter, make it like a bob kind of style, because it is hot out here. It's going to be in the 80s for the next week, so I need hair that is easy but light. Like this, I'm probably going to end up putting in a ponytail this week because this is too much hair on my head for 80-degree weather. I can't be having it around my shoulders, getting stuck in my neck and all that jazz. So but yeah, these bundles are from Supernova Hair, and like I said, not my favorite company for 613 bundles, but I got them at an extremely cheap price because you guys know for AliExpress they always be having sales, so I save up my coupons, and you know, when those sales pop up, on top of the sale prices you have your coupons, so that just makes the price even lower. So when they do have these major sales, like the 3/28 sale, then they just had the mid-year sale, that's when you want to buy all your hair, especially if you're a like if making wigs is a hobby for you like it is for me, and you just need to make a wig. Like, it's my stress relief. So when I get really stressed, I like to just put my earplugs in, lock my door, and just make a wig. It's really nice to have hair on hand already. So when I do buy my hair, I maybe buy it, you know, maybe 5 times a year, and when I do, I buy a lot of it. So that's why you always be seeing me in new hair. It doesn't mean I've just purchased it. I probably had it for a minute, but I'm just getting around to, you know, making the wig and, you know, styling and all that jazz. But yeah, so this closure is a lot smaller than the one I'm wearing, but when I purchased this one, I didn't know they had 6x6. So yeah. But yeah, that's what this wig looks like. Like I said, I'm gonna go get it cut. If you do need your hair cut or your wigs cut and you live in the Tri-City area, you can go over to the Willows Salon Day Spa in Saginaw, and Hannah will cut your hair. She also cuts curly hair, by the way, too. Anyway, so yeah, that's what you get when you tone your 613 hair and then apply ultralight ash blonde. No other color, just the ultralight ash blonde. Alright, so now I'm going to show you the wig that I messed up. Now this was supposed to be the wig I was going to wear this week. I was super excited, but I messed it up. And this is what I'm left with. So what happened was, I, you know, boiled the hair, but as you can see, I have that glue right here. So what happened was the glue melted and the closure got glued on itself. And when you try to pull it apart, of course, the lace rips, and then you're done. That's it. You're done. So this is what I have left. I just have the back of this wig left. So this hair is from Nadula Hair Company, and this is my favorite company to get blonde hair from. Like, their hair is so soft, and sometimes when you get blonde hair and then you put some water on it, it turns to straw, or it has this coarse feel, like I was saying the Allie Grace and Supernova hair kind of does. This doesn't get that. And of course, like I said, this is a little bit more expensive than Allie Grace and Supernova hair, but the quality is worth the price. I will leave all the links to this hair down below in the description box if you want to check out anything I've been talking about today. But this hair is so pretty, and I was so excited. I was so excited to wear it. And then I screwed it up, so I did order another closure from Barry's Hair. and you know, I'm just going to fix it, and I will be filming how you fix something like this, because you're probably wondering like, how are you gonna reapply that closure? Well, you'll see. You will see. But what I'm really worried about is getting the color right. So this is a very unique color. Like it's ashy, but neutral ashy, if that makes any sense. Like there's definitely some ash parts in here, but you can also see some of like natural blondes, a little bit of white in here. It's a very unique color. So let me show you how I got it. So for that color, I went in with medium ash blonde, once again from Revlon, and I went in with the ultralight golden blonde, and I just mixed these two together, put them in the water together, let the hair soak. Now this hair I let soak for overnight, because you know, I have a life, I have stuff to do. So I let it soak overnight, and that's the color I got. And for the closure, I had done some dark roots using the dark ash blonde, and it was really popping. Like, I don't know what I was thinking when I boiled it. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, but I ruined a perfectly good wig. Now I gotta try and, you know, recreate that look, but it was popping. But I'm gonna get it back. But yeah, if you want that hair color, all you gotta do is use those two box dyes, let your hair sit overnight, and it's very important when you do this that you swish your hair around to make sure that all of the color saturates the wig. Because if you're like me, you put lots of tracks in your hair. Like, I like more of a natural look, but you know, sometimes I like a full look. Like, this is a pretty full wig. This is pretty full. So for a wig like this, you're gonna wanna make sure that you spread the hair apart so the color can penetrate into every strand, so you don't have like blocks of color. So I'm not saying you have to sit there and swish the hair. I'm saying maybe every couple of hours, if you're gonna leave it overnight or something, just move it around, just swish it a little bit. And you can leave it in there for like as long as you want. Like I said, it's not gonna ruin your hair. So yeah, I personally love using permanent color when it comes to the watercolor method on my blonde hair. Okay, so I was about to end this video and I completely forgot to show you guys the leave-ins that I use. So I only use two. The first one is from It's a 10. And this is their Miracle Leave-In for blondes. Now, they have a lot of different products. This one is particularly for blonde hair, but you can find a whole bunch of their products like for dry hair, for thin hair, for coarse hair. I don't use any of the, I have used their products in the past. I used the purple bottle with the pink cap. I have used that in the past. I haven't used it recently, but yeah, I use this for all of my blonde hair. So this is what it's supposed to do. 10 different things. Tones hair color, I don't know if it actually does that. Enhances brilliance, that it does. Reduces fading, extends vibrancy. Adds shine and restores moisture, it does do that. Restores elasticity and strength, yes. Detangles and defrizzes, that's if you put it on wet hair and blow dry it. Seals the cuticle. Thermal protector, I don't put heat on my blonde hair. UV protectant, and designed for all blondes, which is not really a thing that it does instantly, but you know, whatever. Either way, it works for what I need it to work for, which is basically detangling. So I just put this on the hair after it's freshly washed, and I comb it through, and then after that, while the hair is still damp, of course it's not like dripping wet, I do towel dry my hair, so I put this on first, and then I go in with this L'Oreal product, the Elvive Extraordinary Oil. Now, I first learned about this from a sample that I got at Ulta, and I put it on one of my blonde wigs, and it was amazing. And it's supposed to nourish and transform soft and luminous strands for dry, damaged hair, which is obviously all of my blonde wigs. So it's an oil and cream. It's an ultra lightweight yet ultra nourishing Our replenishing cream to oil, delicate texture, instantly melts into dry hair for all day, luxurious softness, luster shine, and nutrition. I don't put it on the dry hair because I think it kind of weighs it down. I like my hair to have volume, a lot of flowiness to it. So I only put this on the hair when it is damp, and then I blow dry, or I'll just put my wig on a mannequin head and set it in front of my floor fan and let it air dry that way. It depends on how much time I have, but these are the only two products that I use, oops, that I use in my blonde hair, and they work great. Of course, you can find these both on Amazon. So I wanted to really quickly show you what my natural hair is looking like. As you can see, it has grown out a lot, like a lot, and I was just wearing my wig, you guys saw, so this is kind of flattened, but it's thick. So I do I do have to wear my little wig caps, and I get these off Amazon. Now I'm very fair, so I do get the super light beige ones. I was using the white ones and just putting makeup on, but I was like, this is probably easier. And I just put it on like this. Move it back just a little bit, because you know when you put your wig on, it's going to go back even more. And all of my wigs have elastic bands. I try not to glue down my lace closures, because when you put glue on any kind of lace, it is going to shorten the life expectancy of the wig. So unless I'm going to be wearing a wig, like I know I'm going to want to wear it for like a week, I usually just use some Got to Be Glued spray. So I use an elastic band, and then I put it on. And I usually make all of my wigs perfectly. Now, I am not a professional wig maker. I do make mistakes sometimes, but like 98% of the time my wigs fit like a glove on my head. Now, of course, if you have more hair, you're going to have to make your wigs a little bigger, or you're going to have a really good braider. Make sure you have some super tight, super close to your scalp braids. I don't have enough hair for braids, so this is what I do. And yeah, do you see how natural that looks? Now, I haven't plucked the hairline, obviously, and I haven't cut the lace, but do you see that? Do you see that? Super easy. Super easy. And if I was going somewhere right now, all I would do would be spray some Got to Be Glued right here, put, you know, I would have my baby hairs already out, and I put baby hairs on the side. I don't put any right here anymore, because, you know, I don't need to. Like, this lace is transparent and I'm fair, so it works perfectly for my skin tone. If you are darker than I am, they do have, they being the hair market, has lace tint out there. Like I said, I follow Laurasia Andrea on YouTube. I'll leave the link down below in her description, or in my description box, to the video where she talks about lace tint, because she has a deeper complexion. So in order to rock transparent lace, she does have to taint her lace. And yeah, so if you need a good lace tint, I'll leave that down below in the description box. But because I'm super fair, this works out perfect for me. Yeah, and I think I've said in a video before, like, my sides come out a lot farther than the top of my head, so my wigs do fit a little bit differently than a lot of other people's wigs do. So that's why I like to make my own, because usually the ones that I buy offline never fit correctly. So that's why I just learned to make my own. And I have not cut this, I haven't layered it. This is just the hair. This is what the hair looks like. And this is a 12-inch 6x6 lace closure from Barry's Hair, like I said. And then I have a bundle and a half. I have a 10-inch and a 12-inch. One is from Supernova Hair and the other is from Allie Grace Hair. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. So if you have any kind of questions, just leave them down below in the comment section, and I'll be sure to answer you. So don't be surprised if in every video and every picture you see me in, I'm going to be wearing some type of blonde hair, because girl, I I have more. I have more that I haven't even gotten to, but right now I'm just going to be rotating the 3 that I showed you. And like I said, I will also be filming a video on how to fix or, you know, reapply a lace closure to a wig where maybe, you know, you messed up your lace like I did. And if you do want one of my blonde wigs, like I said, the ash blonde one will be up on my Poshmark. I think I said that. It will be up on my Poshmark. It has been worn, okay? It has been worn a lot. So definitely check out my Poshmark. It's going to be very discounted because of how much I have worn it. And if you want to get your hands on it, that's where you can find it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and press the subscribe button down in the description box so you don't miss any more content from me. And I hope you're out there enjoying your summer, keeping yourself healthy. Don't forget to wear sunscreen. And I will see you in the next one.